Welcome to the edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the Serbian farm. I almost said the old family farm there, goodness me. Alright, so we have our field here, it's being harvested. It is sugar beets right in there. We have our Homer, Pterodos I think it's called. He's currently just harvesting sugar beets. As you can see, I've already done a little bit of harvesting already. Apparently he's stuck. Darn trees, I guess. Alright, there we go. So, it's a big field, so I started harvesting a little bit already. As you can see. There we go. Have them set on a nice slow pace. But my John Deere here can't keep up pace anyways. But, oh well. He's doing his best, so we've only done maybe a third of the field. And let me just double check here in a second how much we actually have. We have, where is it? 684,000 liters of sugar beets already, which is ridiculous. Anyways, we still have the rest of this field to go, so I think next time I do sugar beets, I might not do it on such a large field. Oh well. C'est la vie. Now, we also have, let's just close this, we also have our wheat, which is ready as well. So let's go ahead and fire this up here. Let's back this out of here. Like so. And then what we'll do is we'll get our, because we have our John Deere running sugar beets at the moment, what we'll do is we'll get our Kenworth to pick up the wheat from the wheat field, basically, from the cloths. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick him right over here for the time being, because I need to put the header on him still. Let's go ahead and hop in the header. Nope, it's the other one. Let's fire this thing up. This is the loud old tractor. It's funny, this tractor right here looks so much smaller than that John Deere. This is a 45 horsepower tractor, and that's a 80 horsepower tractor. So maybe that's part of the reason why. But I like to. I think this tractor should be powerful enough to pull this. It's only a head for to combine it, which isn't too crazy. So a little bit of in-cab view here for this one. John Deere's in traffic. Oh, that's new. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire this up, and I don't think we can actually set up the Kenworth via courseplay because how long the trailer is, but we'll see. We shall see to see if it actually works or not. So I'm actually going to pull this tractor up a bit further so he's hopefully we can move that cloth out of the way. So, in a couple, what was it? I forget which episode it was. Maybe last episode or just episode before that. I can't remember exactly. But I asked the question, would you guys be interested in me doing some mod spotlights? Turns out people are interested in me doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and look into doing a few of those. Nothing too crazy. What I might do is do a combination of a few together. Just because it might work a bit better for me. Detach. Back in the combine. Attach. Perfect. Let's move this out of the way. There we go. And he is already set up for courseplay, which is excellent. Why is he picking up soybeans? I don't know. Alright, so he's set up, so he's going to go. Let's just make sure he does it properly. He's going to turn right here. He should turn. There we go. Perfect. And once again, the reason why I have it set up for courseplay is just so he's a bit more efficient. A couple of people mentioned that it's a bit more cumbersome, I should say, to do it this way. Oh, do I want the straw? Yeah, I guess so. Is it K? Oh, I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure it's K. Maybe it's because I have them going already. Let's see. Please turn off chopper. Okay, well there you go. Nope. Maybe that's what it is. Ugh. Hate it when this thing does this. Oh well. We'll set it on its first waypoint and just let it do its thing. I'm not that concerned about this straw. Alright, so let's hop in the Kenworth, which is already hooked up to the AgriLiner trailer. Perfect. Actually, let's deal with this first, because apparently this guy's right in the way with the header trailer. There we go. Let's move him out of the way. Perfect. Just listened to the Duke Farming interview done by Dirt Hebbers. Pretty interesting stuff, actually. If you haven't heard about it, I definitely suggest checking it out. This guy's doing a little return trip here, apparently. Right, I'm going to turn him around manually because I have a feeling he's going to run into everything if I don't. Alright, there we go. And he should figure out his own way. Like I said, I have what's he doing? I have a chunk of straw already set up, so he should be fine. I have a chunk of straw already in the one of the bunkers already, so I'm not too worried about how much straw I'm actually getting. I was just trying to think if I needed straw or not, but I guess I don't. In the long run, I guess. It should be fine once he gets going properly again. There he goes. Yeah, I don't know what. Oh well. Maybe I'm making it more complicated with courseplay, but it does work out well when you set it up finally. Alright, here we go. I put all my equipment in here for the time being. It actually all does fit in here, which kind of surprised me actually. It's the first time I've actually put this much equipment in here. So I have the Kenworth in here, I have the cloths, I got the fertilizer, liquid slurry tank there, the Lemkin, and both of the seeders were here as well, which is pretty crazy. The reason I did that is because excuse me, the reason I did that is because I went away for a week, so I figured I should put away the equipment. So if you're wondering why I wasn't responding to comments too quickly, it was because I wasn't at my house. I was visiting my family, so that's the reason why. But I'm back now, so I'll respond as quickly as possible, basically. Let's see if this will work properly. I don't know if it will, because it's a little big and it doesn't maneuver the same way. It'd be nice if it worked, but if it doesn't, I'm not worried. Let's just see. Class, Lexion. There we go. Let's see how this works for it. And let's set him to draw. 50%'s good. He's got a big tank on it. Let's just see how this works. I'm not too worried about the actual picking up from the combine part. I'm more worried about the dropping off part on this particular guy because he's not as maneuverable as other trucks. Alright. I'll just let that go for the time being. Alright, let's hop into the gas truck here. We need to fire this up. Let's open these doors here. And we need to give our livestock some water. I've been neglecting them a little bit apparently. They still have some, but not very much. So we need to go ahead and give them some water. So our sheep also need some water as well. And so do our cows. So we have 8 cows ready now, which is good. 8 cows produce a lot more liquid, or a lot more manure than before, so not that surprising. Let's start with our sheep first. Let's just back this up here, like so, and give the sheep some water. If I sound a little funny, it's because I'm not feeling 100%. I'm not like crazy sick, but I'm just feeling not 100% basically, like I said. That's the way it goes. You go visit family for a bit, you get exposed to a whole bunch of new germs and all that jazz. Alright, I'm gonna go... I guess I'll go this way. I'm gonna go feed the cows some water, and then we'll go and come back to the dairy cows, because they should be... They're gonna need the most, because we have 30 cows there. Alright. I was messing around with Minecraft today, the demo. I've never actually played Minecraft before. It's kind of an interesting game. I probably won't be doing it, putting it on the channel at all, but it's just kind of interesting to mess around with, see what all the excitement was. It's pretty cool, I guess, what you can do with it. When you know what you're doing, like I just dropped in, played the demo for a little bit, and like I have no idea what I'm doing, and because it's like an open sandbox type game, it does make it a bit more interesting in those scenarios. It reminded me a lot of Eve Online, if you ever played that game when you first start out. Because in Eve Online, their tutorial is actually a bit better, I find, than Minecraft's one. Eve Online, you just kind of get dropped in and like, okay, go ahead, have fun, boys, and girls, I guess. And it is not easy. All right, let's refill these. Oh, they're gonna need a lot more water than I thought they would. Yes, they are going to. Luckily for me, I put another placeable over here a while back, a little water hydrant, so I could refill the water. Alright, let's go check on the Kenworth, see how he's doing. Oh, he's doing alright, I guess. And this guy's just doing his thing. This is good. I really should have refilled him first, but I think he'll be okay. Yeah. Alright, let's head back to the gas truck here. Perfect, he's full. It's funny, I have a really big water tanker I can use, but it is a lot slower to fill. There we go. I think it's going to top this off, and then I'll go back and give the dairy cows some water too. There we go. It's funny. No, well, it's not funny. I was reading a blog the other day, and it was really interesting because they were talking about the title of the blog post was called "Sometimes I'm Mean to My Cows," and it was a really interesting blog post talking about why somebody may seem to be mean to their cows. And basically what it boiled down to was sometimes what happens is cows lay down, and they call it a down cow, and that's what that means is the cow just won't get up. Like maybe it's, you know, it's hurt itself or something, or doesn't have enough energy, or it just gave birth, something like that, and it won't get up off the ground. And that's really bad for a cow, because the amount of weight that's on a cow, it basically just cuts circulation off to their legs. And when it does that, you know, a cow that doesn't have any functioning legs is not an efficient cow at all, and basically they'll just sit there till they die sometimes if you don't do something. So basically what happens is sometimes you have to be a little mean to your cows in order to get them to stand up, because if you don't, they could die. So on the one hand, it may seem as if you're being mean to your cows, but if you don't do it, your cow may die. So it presents an interesting problem, because do you be mean to your cows and have them live, or do you not be mean to them cows and let them die? It was kind of an interesting situation. Really interesting blog post. I didn't know anything about that until I read the blog post. So it's pretty interesting stuff. And the way you have to go about getting a cow to get up sometimes is pretty extreme. Like in some cases, you can just shout at the cow, and it will get up and move around, and then you've saved the cow's life. Whereas on the other hand, if it's a more extreme situation, you may have to use machinery to actually get the cow to stand up, which sounds really crazy. But if you don't do that, the cow's going to die. And it was a really interesting blog post. If you want the link to it, just ask me, and I'll send you the link. But it was a very interesting blog post talking about that, because I had no idea. I have never worked. It's not true. I have worked in a dairy farm when I was much younger, so I knew a bit about dairy cows, but didn't know that at all. I also need some straw. Everything's kind of... And I need some mixed rations, and I don't have a second trailer. So I'm going to have to leave that for now. How are these guys doing? Where is that Kenworth? Stuck on a tree. Well, that would explain it. After this, he should be okay. I'm just going to manually unload him for the time being. There we go. Or, I guess he was not going to stop there. Alright, we'll do it this way. Fine. Anyways, yeah, it was a pretty interesting blog post. I didn't know anything about that, so it was pretty cool to see what they had to say about that. Really? You're going to go around again? Oh, man. Why I bother using course play sometimes, I have no idea. Alright. Where are you going to go this time? You going to turn around again? Yes, you are. Fine. I'm just going to do it. Anyways, yeah, it was pretty crazy because the things you don't know about, like, on what happens on a farm, like, for some people that may seem perfectly normal, but for someone who doesn't know why they're doing something like that, would be really concerned for the health of the cow and whatnot. But in reality, it's because the person's concerned about their health, the health of the cow, is the reason why they're doing this in the first place, which makes it kind of interesting, actually. So, all right, so he's gonna do a little Yui again for like the 4th time, and then he's gonna go after this combine. I don't know. Course play, sometimes. Yeah, so it was a really interesting blog post about that, and yeah, it was kind of interesting to see what they had to say about it. And it was in light of a video that came out about somebody mistreating their cow, and the person who wrote the blog post did a really good job of explaining, you know, the reasons why it may appear this way sometimes. But in reality, the person's just trying to look after the animal in the long run. But it just doesn't seem that way to everybody else. So, really interesting stuff. All right. So, as I mentioned initially, you guys are interested in me doing mod spotlights of some sort. I'm just going to stop this guy here. And I don't know what type of formats you might be interested in. I was thinking of, like I said, multiple mods at the same time, or a single mod one at a time, basically. Either format works fine for me, I guess. But I was thinking about taking a slightly different approach. So, like most people will approach the mod spotlights in just terms of a mod and not in terms of real life. Whereas I was thinking of doing a slightly different mod spotlight, and for that particular reason, I was thinking about doing a single mod at a time. And I'll explain myself a little bit more. What I was thinking about basically was I would take the realistic, let's say it's a tractor, for example. And what I would do is I'd bring up the realistic information about the tractor. So, for example, what year it was made, what it would be primarily used for, the type of tractor it is, and then talk about that kind of stuff. And then see how well the mod author has reflected those things in the tractor itself. So, something along those lines. So, kind of taking a realistic approach to it. This is always the problem with this thing. Doesn't always like lining itself up properly. Really depends on where this combine is, or this harvester, I should say. Sometimes it's fine, other times it's not. It makes it really annoying. Alright. Side offset. Let's just see what happens here. See, this guy didn't need to do a Yui. He's going to fall right behind him. But oh no, the other Kenworth needed to do some craziness. Oh yeah, I definitely need to adjust that a little bit. Here we go. That should be fine now. One hopes, at least. Yeah. And the reason why I set this combine so slow is just because there's a crazy amount, and it just gives the John Deere time to go back and drop off the sugar beets and come back, basically. So I could theoretically buy another tractor, another trailer, and do that way too, but I'm trying to conserve money because we are trying to reach our goal. If you remember, one of our goals was to try and get a windmill, so we're about just a little under halfway there now. So that's one of the things we want to do, is try and get a windmill. And what I mean by a windmill, of course, is wind energy converter, which is 1.2 million. So I want to try and get one of those. And the other goal we set initially was to go purely organic in terms of our fertilizer, which we've done so far, which is good. And I don't remember the other goals. If you want to refresh my memory what some of the other goals were. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that. What some of the other goals were, if you can refresh my memory, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, I'll have to go back and double check to see what the goals actually were. From the best of my memory, though, it was organic, using only organic fertilizer. The other suggested goal was to only use my own seeds. Unfortunately, I've completely failed on that because I haven't been able to find a proper seeder that would work easily, I should say, is what it boils down to in the end. Because sometimes, like, I have found some mods, like I said before, but I haven't found some that just make it easy to use. So, alright, he's at 96%. So let's go ahead and get him to drive now and see what happens. And he's going to run into some things, isn't he? Yep. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. And he's moving too fast already. Ah. There we go. So we're going to see how this guy, how he progresses, because I'm not sure if he's going to be able to go through this without completely making a mess of it. But he may not. I don't know. And if he doesn't, that's great, because that's one less thing I need to worry about at this particular time. Eventually, we will need to deal with the manure again, it looks like, at the beef farm, because they produced their 30,000 liters of manure, so, which really isn't very much, but I suppose that would be a lot in real life. Alright, let's see how he gets on with this. He hits the tip trigger, no problem. This is cool. Is he gonna drop? That's weird. I wonder why he didn't. Oh, well, I know one of the reasons why. It's probably because I set it up for the gravity wagon and not this, but whatever. Actually, I watched a pretty cool YouTube video today. Actually, it was a time lapse of one of the farmers I know online. When he did a time lapse of him dropping off some soybeans, which was really cool. Oh, well, I'll have to set him so he stops at his trigger, but it takes a little while for him to get full anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Is he gonna run into him? Yeah. This is the other thing I bought recently, was a fuel tank. I mentioned I was going to do it a while back. I just couldn't find the appropriate place to put it, and eventually I found that it could go right there without a problem, which is good. I thought I wasn't going to be able to go right there, but it ended up having no problems. So put a fuel tank there in order to refuel our vehicles, obviously. Right. And you are full again. Jeez. Never ceases to amaze me. Alright, what do we got here? I'm thinking about selling this Ford F-150 because we don't use it at all. Because we're able to tab through things, I haven't used it too much. Not recent, at least. And I guess I could sell this now. I don't use this at all. Not at the moment, at least. It's not a huge... it's only a little bit of daily maintenance, but not a lot, so... Alright, so this guy's 100% full. And our Kenworth was taking its time, apparently, to get there, which is unfortunate. A couple of comments from a couple of the episodes a while ago. Someone was saying that my farm is progressing really, really quickly because of the silage. I completely agree. It's definitely because of the silage is the reason why I've made so much money recently. Just because it just goes, because it's just a continual source of income. You do make a lot of money from it. However, as I mentioned, the reason why I'm doing so much silage was primarily because of the organic fertilizer that we need to use. Honestly, that's the only reason why I'm doing it. And it is working out well. I can't deny that. It's doing a good job so far, so I don't know how much we have. Let's just take a quick peek. So we have this bunker, which is my extra bunker of silage. And then we have these. Oh, these are... I guess I could unload these in the time being. So these are full as well. So I guess I'll just set this guy up. I'll start unloading them. John Deere was here just to level it out. I just wanted to try it out to see how easy it actually leveled out the silage. It actually does a pretty good job. Alright, so let's get a full load here. Get the extra 1 liter. There we go. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll set up course play here. Alright, so let's just back this up, line it up properly, like so. Perfect. Alright, so we'll make that the transport position and the pre-unloading position, and then we'll make this the make that the unload position. There we go. Set this to stop and go loading. Excellent. And we'll set the loading position as, let's see here. There we go. And we'll set them on bunker not 2. Set them on bunker unload 4. Perfect. Let him do its thing. And I don't know how much, I'm not sure how much slurry we have at the moment. I think it's quite a bit. Let's just double check here. 85%. So yeah, we're gonna use a chunk of that once we have harvested those 2 fields. Alright, so he loaded some. Let's just double check to make sure he unloads. It's funny, like I said, I was playing Minecraft and I kept hitting shift to sprint. But apparently the sprint key isn't shift. It actually makes you slow down, which is kind of funny. Perfect. Good. So what we'll do is we'll increase time by 5 times. Basically, it just allows this guy to continually go without too much worry. Alright, he's doing his job there. Let's check the Kenworth. He's heading over to the combine. Excellent. And this guy is just standing still. And why is this guy here again? I don't know. Oh, goodness. Alright, set him on his first waypoint there and just see how he does. There we go. Perfect. So what he does is this guy drives past that fuel tanker there, and then he'll automatically fuel himself once he gets too low. So that's that. I'll show you a new mod that I picked up. I'll consider this like a mini mod spotlight, I guess. Where is it? Maybe it's in MISC, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, to be honest with you. I picked it up, I installed it, but I didn't do anything else with it. Is it in miscellaneous or is it in tippers? Nope. Someone asked about I should get a trailer that goes on the back of the Ford F350 with the not the fifth wheel. Here's a trailer that does it right here. It holds, I think it's only 24. It holds cows, beef, and pigs. Last time I checked, cows and beef would be the same thing, but whatever. I forget where I got this now. I think it was American Eagle modding, I want to say it was. But I tried it. I can't remember if it works or not. I'm pretty sure it does, or else I probably wouldn't have left it there. That's not the mod I want to talk about, though. The mod is it in tippers? Let's just check. I believe it is in tippers. Somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. So this is a Big Bear. It's basically an overloader for the overloader for sugar beets and potatoes and onions, apparently. I don't know if this is real or not, to be honest with you, but it is kind of a cool thing. I don't know how much it holds. It holds quite a bit, I imagine. If it needs 360 horsepower, it probably holds like 100,000 liters, something ridiculous like that. Alright, so that's the tractor coming by, and he drives past here, and if he needs to fuel up, he'll fuel up. Let's see if he actually unloads this guy properly. One of the benefits of using courseplay with a sugar beet harvester is that because you do have so many sugar beets, or potatoes even, they will continue to move forward once they start unloading to a certain extent. So I technically could add a second trailer here and do a chain. Oh my goodness! But I just don't like doing that. But this is a nice little trailer actually. Looks good. It actually holds mixed feed as well, which is good. So if this were a high worker, that guy would have just stopped there and unloaded fully before starting again. But as you can see, as soon as he starts unloading, I'm actually going to slow him down, I think, a little bit more. And the funny thing is, the little ladder pops up, and that's why he just did that. It's going to slow him down to 3. And basically, that's just to keep him moving. I could speed him up, but he would just continually be stopped, so it really doesn't make a difference. So maybe I should get the overloader, but it'd be a lot of extra pieces of machinery. So close to the field too, or so close to the main base. If we were further away, I probably would, but alright, what else do we got going on here? So he's full now. He's gonna keep going at a slow speed. This is good. It's a nice looking trailer. I like it. I think it tips left, right, and it doesn't tip back, I don't think, but it looks nice. I have another one that's, I have two of them that are really similar. So I have this one which can tip left and right, 21,000 liters. I wish it doesn't say grain, potato, sugar beets, and maize. Well, it also holds mixed forage, but anyways. And then I have another one. I suppose I could use this, but this is a little big. I don't think it's too high, actually. And this is the other one I have. That's also a nice looking one. A little expensive though, 25,000. Only holds 18,000 liters. And this one also tips left and right. But it's a very similar model to this 24-ton trailer. So, yep. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the episode there for the time being. I don't know how long it's been. I want to say it's been 25-ish minutes. And what I'll do is I'll finish harvesting this field and I'll finish harvesting that field. And if you guys can let me know what the goals were, if you can recap those goals, what we'll do is we will make sure we're going to hit those goals. And what I'll do is I'll probably sell some of this wheat off camera and some of those sugar beets off camera. And then hopefully we'll be closer to our goal once we do that. I don't think there's any great demands coming up that we can benefit from. Let's just double check here. Sunflower, beef, and sunflower. So we don't have any sunflower. And we don't have any... well, we could sell some of our beef, I suppose. Or beef cows. Our 8 cows. We'll see. We'll see. So right now we have 747,000 liters of sugar beets. Goodness me. And we have 45,000 liters of wheat. That's ridiculous. Oh, goodness. Alright, so that's the end of this episode. Sorry if I sound a little funny. I'm slightly sick, but not crazy sick, like I said. So my name is Ian Robson. We're playing Farming Simulator 2013. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, of course, always leave a comment. I try and answer all my comments as soon as possible. And I'll catch you guys later.